Hi everyone, my name's Kathy. Welcome to my frugality channel, Skint Living UK. Yesterday I popped to Asda and I got some reduced mushrooms and a reduced bag of casserole vegetables. These were 39p, so it gave me the impetus to get the chicken out the freezer and make a chicken stew. So I picked up these thigh fillets ages ago and got 30% off, defrosted them last night. There were 6 in there. I've chopped up 5 with a pair of scissors and thrown in this pan with a knob of butter and some dried garlic. You could use fresh garlic, as you can see it's all gone because I love garlic and everything, and season to taste. So I've just been browning it in this big casserole pan, and I'm going to add whole reduced mushrooms. It's not the whole tub I had, but a fair few of them. And in my fridge I had some a courgette, a couple of small wilty leeks. I peeled them off and rinsed them, and 2.5 carrots. So they're going to go in. I'm just using up what I've got left in the fridge because I'm going to do a little shop tomorrow because I have a little eBay sale today. So I'll be able to go to Aldi now that it's back open again, because it's been shut because they've been renovating, restorating, or whatever you want to call it, the car park. So it's nice that I'll be able to go to Aldi tomorrow. So I'm filling in these cheapy veggies that I got reduced yesterday as well. So the pan's looking full already. That was a good buy, £89. So reduced chicken, reduced veggies, reduced price mushrooms, and some leftover veggies in the fridge. I've just boiled a kettle, so I'm going to chuck this in. So I'll cook this for about an hour with the lid on once I've got my potatoes in. So this is the last of my potatoes in the fridge, so I'm about to peel and chop them up and then they'll go in. So this has just got garlic and salt and pepper in. I've not added any stock cubes or gravy granules or anything like that because I think it'll be flavoursome enough. And I got reduced bread yesterday. I usually cook my own in the bread maker, but this was only 14p. So this morning I did some eggy bread, or some people call it French toast, for brekkie. That was lovely with some coffee. And then I had a reduced tub of salad that I got yesterday as well. So I threw in some grated cheese because I got some grated cheese, cathedral city cheese, on offer, 2 for £5. So I threw that in and had a little blob of mayo. So I've had that for lunch. And tonight I'm having this chicken stew with some more knobs of butter. Not knobs of butter. Oh, got butter on the brain. With some slices of bread and butter. So I'm just about to peel my potatoes, throw them in, and then I'll leave them bubbling away for about an hour. So this should be really yummy and tasty and last us 2 or 3 days. So what I might do tomorrow is, just to judge the flavour of tomorrow, I'm going to put some curry powder in and a big squirt of tomato puree, just to give it a different flavour and just to make me feel like I'm eating a different meal. And for pudding, I've got some of my trifle left over. Excuse me. I bought this reduced trifle yesterday. It's a Black Forest trifle. I had half yesterday and this is the other half. It's lovely. It's got loads of cherries in it. So it's really yummy. So I'll have that for pudding as well. So most of my meals reduced or reduced price, or it's used for like the leftovers of veggies that I had in my fridge. And then tomorrow I'll go shopping with my eBay money, which will be a tenner. Get that out at the till, and I've got about £2 and odds left in my purse. So we'll see how far that goes in Aldi tomorrow. I've been working in my living room. I got one skirt and board up, and that was a bit of a palaver. It had loads of nails in, so I had to dig out my angle grinder, and I couldn't use it outside because it's an electric one, not cordless. So I had sparks flying everywhere. If anyone was walking past the window, they'd be thinking it's bonfire night with all the sparks flying in the room. So I did manage to get rid of all the nails. Today I tried to install the skirting board underneath the radiator, but I had to chop a big chunk out of it because of the radiator was hung quite low. So the source of the length of the radiator and the pipes, I had to sort of cut a chunk out. So cleaned it up, and I've given it a coat of paint, put fill around the edges, so tomorrow I need to give it another coat of paint because of all the fill around the edges. And then I'm going to build my radiator cover, which I bought online. I bought one the same for the box bedroom. If you watch my box bedroom video, you'll see there's a little radiator cover there, just white MDF, nothing special. Just to make the room look a bit clean and tidy and a bit more modern, because I've got a stack of vintage reused or thrifted items in there, so I just thought it's nice to have some new touches as well, because otherwise I think if you've just got everything thrifted, it can just look like a museum rather than an actual room. So I moved the chairs in there. I'll give you a little look so you see some prattling all about it. So the chairs were all stacked up here. Just come back from the park with the dog, so she's asleep on the sofa, wiped house. Hard life being a dog, innit? So just open this gate. I had to have the gate on because she's always trying to eat the cat. Talking of which, oh, she's on the windowsill. There she is. Hello, darling. You on the windowsill? I know. You're feeling left out because I'm in the park with the dog. There's my angle grinder on the floor. And there's the radiator cover. Radiator skirting board installed now. There's all fill along the top of it. Yeesh, because there's not a straight wall in this house at all. And as you can see, I've sort of had to chop around the radiator pipes and the radiator itself because the skirting board wouldn't fit. So at least that's one of many to do. So I've got this corner to do. I'll probably do this corner next. That's lots of different pieces. That's 1, 2, 3 pieces to go in there. And then I've got the corner over there to do a long length, and then that other corner. So that's a bigger job. So I'm just going to do it a little bit at a time and sort of fix it a little bit at a time. So I'm glad one's in. It's a start, isn't it? But these are all the nails that I chopped out using the angle grinder. Honestly, there was like sparks everywhere. Plus, if someone had seen me, I'd look like a woman possessed. So yeah, brought me chairs in. There's my cat jumping from here, there and everywhere. So bye for now. I'll give you a quick last look at my chicken stew before I go. I'm just really pleased because lots of reduced price items of food went into it. It's not costing me much, and it should last me 2 or 3 days. So I'll see what's left over tomorrow, and if there's only a bit, I'll stick it in the freezer for another time. Because often I find if you make a chicken stew, it makes a lovely pie another time. So I'm always looking out for frozen pastry. I cut it in half, and then I use it for 2 different pies. So it's a great way of using up reduced price pastry, and it's a great way of using the last of your stew rather than wasting it or throwing it in the bin. Oh, I'm looking forward to eating them mushrooms. And I love leeks and make a lovely substitute to onions, and it just gives it a more rounded, creamy flavour. Oh, yum, yum, yum. And I'll leave a picture of it cooked on the thumbnail so you can see what it looks like. And please like, share and subscribe and all the usual things. And hope to see you soon. And bye for now. Oh, yum.